Here's how I install and use a twin needle on my Singer Heavy Duty 4452. So using a twin needle is a game changer. I just recently used it on the t-shirt that I made where I was able to do the hem with a double row of stitches like you see on many store-bought t-shirts. I'm going to show you how I do it on my machine, but I think it's pretty similar on just about every machine. As long as your throat plate has the elongated opening for your needles to go through. If you have a throat plate that has a pinhole needle, you're not going to be able to use the twin needle. I'm using 3 different colors of threads just so that you can see the differences in the stitching. You can also use a twin needle with multicolor thread to do decorative stitches. Let's get to it. To install your needle, loosen the screw and install the needle flat side to the back as you would a single needle. Thread your machine as you normally would, following the guidelines, and then thread this first needle to the left side. Next, put the second thread on the extra spindle. You can use a bobbin if you are using the same color, or you can use a second color. Thread it through following the same path as the first thread, and thread it on this side. Pull your threads to the back and we're ready to go. To start off, my stitch width is on 0. I'm on a length about 2.5 and I'm on straight stitch. And there you have the 2 straight stitches on the front side, and it has a bit of a zigzag stitch on the back side, which really helps for the knit. The next thing that I wanted to show you is how much fun you can have with a double needle or a twin needle and your decorative stitches on this machine. The twin needles come with a size. This particular one is a 4. The one I am using in the machine is a 3. The machine stitch width is a 6. That's the top stitch width. You take that width and you subtract the 3 millimeters and you get 3. So place your marker just a hair before the 3. So for the 4 millimeter needle, you would do the stitch width of 6 minus the 4 millimeters for a stitch width of just a hair under the 2. But for this demonstration, we're going to go with the hair, just a hair under the 3. I am going to turn my switch to zigzag, and I'm just going to crank it just a couple of times to make sure that my needle clears the presser foot, and it does. Give it a couple of stitches. Up we go. Out. Clip the thread. And there we go. Isn't it? I just think that's so cool. And I can really see doing some sort of decorative finishing stitches, maybe on some of these little girl dresses that I've just started sewing. That is so much fun. Here is another one that really is a lot of fun. I am going to turn my length dial over to the blue marker, turn the stitch to the honeycomb stitch on here, which is also in blue, so that matches, that is an indicator to you that you need to be in the stitch length dial that's in the blue. Again, I am going to just crank it just a little bit to make sure that it clears, because this one goes front and back and front and back, and it does. Have a brand new machine since learning how to use that. Well, I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you'll use your twin needle soon. Thanks for letting me share.